Most AEs have no problem staying busy. In fact, most AEs spend too much time being busy and not driving actually impactful outcomes. And so in today's video, I want to talk about the 3 pillars that every successful SaaS seller should base their days, weeks, months, and quarters on. So first, a quick shout out to the person that taught me this framework, Lucas Baker, great sales leader, been at Qualtrics for a long time. But these are his 3 pillars that I have learned from and built my business off of. So those 3 pillars are 1, pipeline generation, 2, pipeline health, and 3, personal development. If you're in sales and you find yourself engaged in any activity that is not driving pipeline generation, pipeline health, or personal development, then I would think you're doing the wrong activities. What I want to share with you today are 3 of the most impactful exercises you can do, 1 for each of these foundations. So 1 for pipeline generation. This is an underrated activity, but one that sets apart busy sellers from productive sellers, and that is making sure that your prospecting pipeline is always fresh. You're always adding new contacts to your prospecting cadence every single day, regardless of how busy you are with meetings. Even if you have a day full of meetings, you should still be finding new people that you can add to your funnel to begin your outreach. The reason for this is then your prospecting funnel always has people at different levels of outreach. On any given day, somebody's getting the 8th touch, somebody's getting the 6th touch, and others are getting their 1st, 2nd, or 3rd touches. Because you're going to convert at different points in the funnel, maintaining a consistent flow into your prospecting cadence is the only way to ensure consistent setting of discovery meetings and a consistent increase in your pipeline generation. Then, number 2, pipeline health. When you're thinking about pipeline health, the most important metric is the number of opportunities where you have a next event scheduled. And when I say next event scheduled, I don't mean a check-in. I don't mean a blind calendar invite. I also don't mean a task in Salesforce reminding you to give them a call on a certain day to check in on their conversations. I mean you have meetings on the calendar with a defined agenda to move forward the deal. Now, usually throughout a deal, when you have a lot of deals in your pipeline, you're going to have some opportunities where you don't always have that next event scheduled. And so every day you should find some time to try to set follow-up meetings with those opportunities. My exercise I recommend to set those successfully is stop thinking about what you need from your buyer to make your sale. Instead, think, hey, what does my buyer need from me to help them make a good decision on whether or not my solution is a fit for them. As you shift your mindset from what do I need from the buyer to what does my buyer need from me, your recommended agenda for a follow-up meeting is more likely to be in line with what your buyer would actually want to talk about, and they're more likely to accept the invitation to reconnect and resume the conversation. And then finally, for personal development, my favorite activities, especially for early sellers, are going to be engaging in research and learning that helps you better understand your buyers. You should understand how they spend their time, understand how they are measured, how they pick what to prioritize. Something you can think about as you're understanding your buyers is, hey, what is the email or what is the phone call they least want to receive from their boss? What are they most stressed about hearing from their boss? If you understand them to that degree and you are able to find a way to pitch your solution that helps them avoid that fear, then you have some compelling outreach and also compelling conversation to have in discovery through solution presentation and throughout the deal. So those are the 3 tips tied back to the 3 pillars of a successful seller's foundation of pipeline generation, pipeline health, personal development. So quick recap for pipe generation, make sure that every single day you are finding new people to add into your prospecting cadence. For pipeline health, stop thinking, what do I need from my buyer to make a sale? Start thinking, what does my buyer need from me to make a good decision? And then personal development, learn more about your buyers. Get into their head to the point where you know what they would most want to hear from their boss, what they would least want to hear from their boss, and then figure out how your solution ties to helping them get the good and avoid the bad. I hope this video has been helpful today. If you found it helpful, I would love it if you subscribed to the Sales Introverts YouTube channel. You can also head over to salesintroverts.com to see more of my coaching and frameworks.